I want to bring you something really fantastic here. I'm going to bring you the man who is making $70,000 a year, the minimum wage at his company. Lunatic of all lunatics, Dan Price, CEO of Gravity Payments, is here. There's the man. This is the man who's doing it. Are you a socialist?
I'm not a socialist.
Okay, let me explain what you're doing here.
Yeah.
You make $1 million a year. You run your own company.
Right.
You read a survey that says happiness increases if you get towards $75,000 a year.
Right.
And you want to spread some happiness within your company, right?
What I really want to do, I want to have purpose, right? What I love about my work is that I have a purpose every day. I'm passionate about independent businesses, saving them money, giving them good payment processing services, and my team members are too. But sometimes if you're a little bit below what it takes to scrape by, that can be distracting from that passion, from that purpose that you have for what you do. And so I'm all about achieving at the maximum amount, but I want to remove those distractions and basically help people move forward.
Look, I think it's a terrific idea. I think you're an extremely generous person, and that's a fact, you are. So you make $1 million a year, but you're taking a pay cut down to $70,000 a year, correct?
That's correct.
And you're taking some money from your profits and chucking it all into the big pot, so everybody makes $70,000 minimum.
Yeah, but let me be clear. I think that this is going to be a great thing for our company. I think it's going to be a great ROI. I think people that don't think it's going to be an ROI, they're looking too short term.
When you look ROI, that's return on investment.
Return on investment.
You're going to get something back for your generosity.
Absolutely. And I actually think that the way we look at it is about trust and it's about values. So when you take care of people, they tend to take care of you. And about 1.5 years ago, we instituted unlimited vacation for all of our team. And sure enough, productivity went up. Paid time off, even though it was unlimited, didn't really go up. When you trust people, they really take care of you.
Okay. You can do this without raising the price of your service.
Correct.
Do that. You don't think you lose any kind of motivation, because if everybody's up at that level, are they motivated to keep climbing that food chain?
I thought about that. The other thing is I don't want anyone stuck at my company because they can't afford to work somewhere else. They'll have to take a pay cut. So those are some of the things that we have to work through. And I think with this change, we'll have different problems, different challenges. But I think what you see is inequality in this country is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And a lot of times people are proposing government solution, like in Seattle where I live, we have the $15 an hour minimum wage. And for me, that's a sign of failure that we didn't self-regulate and self-govern. And had we done things like this, there'd be no need for an outside entity.
Look, I don't approve of government rules saying you've got to pay this, you've got to pay that. I don't personally approve of that because that's government intervention.
Right.
You on the same team as me?
I would like to think that if we step up, it won't be necessary. I think sometimes government has to intervene and regulate, and sometimes they should.
Not everybody's going to do this.
Correct.
I mean, look, you're a young guy. What, you're 30 years old, is
30 years old.
You're 30 years old. I don't know whether you've got responsibilities like family and all that jazz. I don't know that. But
here's the point.
Not everybody can take a pay cut from $1 million to $70,000. Not everybody wants to take a big risk organizing a company, work long hours, and then give it away.
I think I should be paid market rate so that I as a CEO can be replaced if I can't work for some reason. And so I'll get back up to it. That's not an issue. It might take me 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and I'm willing to make that investment. So again, this is a short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain.
But it is your company.
It is my company, so it's my decision. And I appreciate your point, how it's nice for me to be able to make this decision. And I agree, but I do think there is also a moral imperative of us as leaders to try to do the best we can for everybody. And I think if we step up and take these problems seriously, there will be less need for politics to be involved.
Okay. I looked at the videotape when you made the announcement. I think that's gone viral, by the way.
It was crazy.
You lit up the world with this thing. Every guy, look at him. Every single guy, ones that I can see, most of them, they got beards. What's with that?
We're in Seattle. We got to be a little hipster.
Look, they're all over the place. Cool. Beard after beard after beard.
We like those beards right now, growing it in, just trying to look good, right?
It's a Seattle thing?
It's a Seattle thing. It's a Brooklyn thing. It's a young people thing. We're enjoying it.
Young people?
Yeah.
Is that a dig at me?
I have to tell you, though, the thing that will surprise you, people keep asking me, are getting flooded with resumes. I'm getting flooded from my clients and other independent businesses that want to do business with us, that want to purchase from our company because of these values. So it's a little bit different spin, and there actually is a competitive element to this, which I think you'll like.
I do like it.
Yeah.
Was it a publicity stunt?
No, it wasn't, and I actually didn't. I thought that we might get a little bit of publicity, and it could pay 5 or 10%.
Are you a leftist who wants to lead the charge for egalitarianism? Is that you?
I'm not a leftist or a righty, but what I do want to do is I want to find a practical solution to solve the problem. Okay. And if Republicans or Democrats or progressives or conservatives want to take credit for it, so be it. Let's fix the problem. I'll be happy. I don't care about the credit.
Look, I'm not on the other side of the fence from you. I think what you've done is a terrific thing. I think you're a very generous man. I take my hat off to you. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you. And you're going to follow suit, I've heard.
You've heard? From who?
Oh, that's what everyone's saying.
Name your source.
It's buzzing all around the office that,
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
It's a great idea, by the way. It's a great idea.
Some people I invite back onto the program, but you're out of here. Dan Price, everyone. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Do
My
appreciate
pleasure.
it. Good night.